Ashley Bisman was just 16 when she lost her father, Jeff Goldflam, on 9/11. She says the expected plea deal does not seem like justice.
The saying with 9/11 is never forget, and unfortunately, the victims were forgotten today.
Yeah, the pain still lingers. NBC's Andrea Mitchell with that report. And joining us now is Republican Congressman Mike Lawler of New York. Congressman, I know there are many 9/11 families in your district, and you've been calling for this to go to trial for the past year. What do you make of this plea agreement then?
Well, obviously, it's a very frustrating day for a lot of 9/11 families. You know, I was in my 5th day of freshman year of high school on September 11th, 2001. Just 35 miles north from Ground Zero. And so many families were impacted by that fateful day. And to today, we still have first responders dying from 9/11 health-related illnesses. And so I've spoken with many families. I've spoken with our first responders, and they're angry, and they feel betrayed and heartbroken. And it doesn't seem like justice. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and the other folks who obviously have entered into this plea deal really should have been subject to the death penalty. And I think most Americans, most New Yorkers would agree with that. And so that's where the frustration lies. I called on the Biden administration not to enter into a plea deal a year ago. We wanted to see this go to trial, and unfortunately, this is where we are today.
Congressman, how do you feel about the death penalty on a personal basis?
Look, obviously, we don't want to ever see innocent life taken. But generally, when you're talking about the death penalty, you're talking about people who have engaged in the most horrific offenses, who have taken innocent lives. And so, personally, I do support the death penalty in these types of cases. And I've long believed when you have a situation like this, a terrorist attack, that resulted in the deaths of 2,977 Americans, and so many New Yorkers still continuing to die from 9/11 health-related illness. There's consequence for that.
Do you have any sense of, in terms of the plea deal that he got, that there might have been a level of cooperation from him to American intelligence services that would perhaps have given up a few more people?
Look, certainly that would be the hope. I don't have any clear indication of that at the moment, but I think if they are going to enter into this plea deal, that there would be full and continuing cooperation. But Khalid Sheikh Mohammed has obviously been off the field, if you will, for almost 2 decades, and so for over 2 decades, in fact, actually. So from that standpoint, you know, I'm not sure what else he would necessarily add, but I certainly believe that there should have been a severe consequence, and in this instance, the death penalty.